Hello, guys. Welcome to Viva Barca, and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with this Inter Milan midfielder Marcelo Brozovic, as it has been reported that Barca will push to sign the 25 million euro rated midfield general, as Saudi Arabia are also keen. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then, secondly, talking about this third choice goalkeeper, Arnau Tenas, as it has been reported that Barcelona are set to contact the La Masia's James agent to discuss his renewal. We are also going to be discussing more on that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Having closed the signing of Ilkay Gundogan on a free transfer earlier this week, Barcelona have now shifted their focus to finding a pivot midfielder who can, replace Inter Miami's bound Sergio Busquets. The 34-year-old's departure is bound to leave a huge void in the middle department of Barcelona, and manager Xavi Hernandez has made it abundantly clear that he wants the club to sign a top player to replace his departing captain this summer. Martin Zubimendi of Real Sociedad and Bayern Munich's Joshua Kimmich has been the top targets, but are out of reach for Barcelona this summer. Zubimendi comes with a 60 million euro release clause, which Barca cannot afford to pay for now. As for Joshua Kimmich, Bayern Munich are unwilling to sell him, and even if they enter the negotiation table, the Germans will command a very high fee. As such, Barcelona are looking at alternatives in the market, and according to Roger Torello of Mundo Deportivo, the Blaugrana are now considering making a serious push for the signing of Inter Milan midfielder Marcelo Brozovic. The 30-year-old Croatian international has been on the club's radar since January, but a swap deal did not materialize as Frank Kessié was unwilling to leave Camp Nou. But with Kimmich and Zubimendi out of reach, Barcelona have rekindled their interest in Brozovic. The midfielder has a lot of admirers at the club, including manager Xavi Hernandez, who sees him as a good fit for the profile he is looking for in a pivot midfielder. However, Barca will have to face competition from the cash-rich Saudi Arabian giants Al Nassr, who are pushing hard to sign Brozovic. The Middle East club are offering the midfielder a lucrative contract worth 15 million euros per year for 4 seasons, while being ready to pay 25 million euros in transfer fees to Inter Milan. The 30-year-old is understood to be tempted by the offer, but Barcelona are hoping that he prioritizes the sporting project over money. The Catalans will try to persuade him like they did with Gundogan, as they wish to add him to their squad this summer. Of course, Marcelo Brozovic has been a player long linked with Barca, as manager Javi have always been an admirer of the player. At a time when looking for a new DM is one of the serious things that Barca are putting into consideration this summer, Marcelo Brozovic has been one of those targets, even though he has not been too pronounced like other targets. And when we look at the fact that Barca have not been able to get the players that they actually put as top priorities, like Zubimendi, like Joshua Kimmich, it won't come as a surprise at all if Javi goes for Marcelo Brozovic to be our new DM, as this report claims. Of course, Busquets did announce at the end of last season that he will not renew his contract, which means Barca had to look for a solution to look for his replacement as soon as possible. And a lot of players have been linked, but to no avail because things don't go our way. We understand that Barca are going through a lot financially, and when we see the fact that when players come to Barca successfully, it's all about the love they have, not about the payment, not about the contract offer they receive. Because had it been, it was about the payment, the money, I don't think we could have even won La Liga last season, because most of the players that we did sign last summer, they came all because they really wanted to wear that shirt that have a lot of reputation. We know Barca is one of the best clubs in the world, and the dream of many talents out there to ever play wearing that shirt, you know that you have achieved a lot in your career. And I think that Barca used that issue of the reputation, the brand of the club is winning us some good players out there. And players like Marcelo Brozovic is also linked with Saudi Arabian giants. And we understand, we know what we mean when a Saudi Arabian club shows interest these days. They bring a lot of money to tempt these players. And of course, if Brozovic is being linked to that club, Barca will also try to just hope that Brozovic really wants to join. But Barca, he loves the sporting project, because Javi must have called him, as he have always done with transfer targets, to explain the project and how he plays his football. So Barcelona are really pushing so hard for Marcelo Brozovic, according to a new report, as their plan B, that was Sofian Amrabat in that DM role, is heading to Atletico Madrid, and Barca themselves are keen on looking for another player. So it remains to be seen if actually it will yield any fruit, if pushing for Brozovic will yield any fruit, as Busquets' replacement replace the top priority for Xavi. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, having renewed contracts of stars like Inaki Piena, Marcos Alonso, and Sergio Roberto over the past few months, FC Barcelona are working on extending the deals of several other players, including La Masia duo Alejandro Bade and Lamine Yamal. Another academy product who is waiting for the club to address his contract renewal is young goalkeeper Arnau Tenas. The 22-year-old Barca Athletic captain sees his current contract expires on June 30, although the club have the option to activate a 2-year extension. However, there have been no movements made on that front as of yet. But that could change soon, as Mundo Deportivo is reporting that Barcelona are set to contact Tenas' agent in the coming days to address his contract situation and a potential renewal. As iterated earlier, the 22-year-old is the captain of the Barca Athletic team, and he did finish last season with 30 appearances, in which he kept 15 clean sheets. The Spaniard is the third-choice goalkeeper as far as the Barcelona first team is concerned, with Marc-Andre ter Stegen and Pena ahead of him in the pecking order. If Pena had left this summer, Tenas would have been promoted to the second-choice position. However, with him renewing his contract, the 22-year-old youngster's situation remains the same. Tenas is seen as one of the young goalkeepers with the highest potential and ceiling in Spain, and Barcelona are confident that he will continue to don the Blaugrana colors. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.